just kind of move your body into a position where you'll be a little more comfortable for the next 15-20 minutes. Just take a moment, adjust around. A good way to begin is to make sure that you're comfortable. And when you're comfortable, let your eyes close. Scan your body to notice where you'd like to get a little bit more comfortable and relaxed, where you could sense soothing thoughts and feelings of contentment even, until you just begin to let go more a little bit. Only as much as comfortable and only as much as you are ready for, until you begin to feel so much more comfortable. You are ready to have a rewarding experience in which you can open up to being amazed at how effectively your mind and body begin to respond at many levels to ensure you are making wise, empowered choices about food. Because that's what today is about. Reverting back to that inner wisdom coming from your body, instead of all that exterior stuff that came from other places and distorted being able to listen to, honor, and support your own wisdom. And to relax more completely, take a long, slow, deep breath. And as you release that breath, let it be a reminder that the ability to breathe deeply and to observe deep breathing can be an asset in managing stress, feeling calm and confident, making decisions and thinking clearly, allowing yourself to have a different experience even of facts, less feeling the need to react to a temporary emotion, allowing it just to settle in and be next to you while you move towards more calm and confident decision making and thinking. So breathe in deeply and slowly, and just as slowly exhale, while you might notice your mind, the focus on your mind improving. And focusing your mind allows new discoveries. Breathing free and easily, just letting go of distractions, so that you truly experience and enjoy the moment. Sighing perhaps with the breath out. Ah. Just letting go of distractions. Being in the present. The present, a gift you give to yourself. Breath after breath, relaxing more comfortably, perhaps twice as deeply now. Each moment flows into the next moment, moment after moment, as motivation acquires momentum, and confidence and self-assurance become stronger when listening to this inner wisdom about what the body needs. Guided by your inner wisdom, finding mementos even along the way. Symbols, perhaps, an evolving vision of yourself, moment after moment, breath after breath. Now, whether or not you are familiar with the experience of letting go completely, you do know how to let go of those things that are too heavy to hold right now, of taking the step of unburdening the backpack, the load, the experience. And I hope you understand that it is your own personal experience, an experience you create for yourself, unique for each individual. You can be in a deep state of hypnosis now, yet remain aware of your surroundings. Or you might have an intense inward focus to the extent that the outside fades in and out, even my voice. Or perhaps you forget to listen at the conscious level, while your subconscious mind becomes more attentive. Or you might be aware that you are drifting into a soothing, deep, peaceful state, with the relaxation enveloping mind and body with each breath you exhale. So calm, so quiet, so much more comfortable than moments before. While you are relaxing here, just letting go of those things that are unnecessary. Here are some things to remember for your comfort, safety, and satisfaction with this experience. No matter how deeply you are relaxed, you are free to move about, to become even more comfortable. You can open your eyes and end this process at any time you desire and for any reason you desire. While you are listening to this recording or live, it doesn't matter. Should anything happen that occurs to require your immediate attention, you'll instantly return to full alertness. Take care of the situation in a clear and calm manner. And so, for now, you can simply ease back and enjoy the experience with the understanding that this is an opportunity to empower your motivation, access your inner strength and knowledge, and see additional possibilities. So, no matter how deeply you are relaxed, you are free to accept or reject anything I say which is not in your best interests. If I say something that isn't helpful or relevant, your mind can automatically dismiss it and ignore it or save it for a time when it is appropriate. It will have no negative effect whatsoever. To the same extent, when I say suggestions that are useful and helpful, then I trust Your inner mind will absorb these ideas and recommendations, integrating them with your beliefs and values, altering perceptions and understandings so that desirable changes are becoming evident in your thinking, feeling, and acting in ways that are healthy and positive, so that in the days and weeks to follow, you are experiencing benefits and improvements physically, mentally, emotionally, so that it is absolutely true you are making wise choices about food, about your body, about your health. And as you prepare to explore this experience more completely, I invite you now to begin, now, to make some distinctions and notice some differences. The difference between when we were talking moments ago and what it is to just listen now, without having to say or do anything for a while. Nothing is expected of you, and nothing is due. The difference between expecting to relax and actually allowing that relaxation to occur. Perhaps you notice your breathing has slowed ever so slightly as your physical activity level slows, allowing your muscles to release with ease. Perhaps your thoughts are less active too, with more and more of them winding down. As you are concentrating on the words I say, or developing your own solutions, less concerned about the environment around you, and more concerned about the inner world of mind and thoughts and ideas, and awareness of those things most relevant to your intentions. Perhaps you agree in some part that the ability to notice differences and make distinctions is the basis of making choices. Just as you can choose to relax a little or let go very deeply, you might feel cooperative or merely curious. You might choose to absorb this information at the conscious level, or just rely on your subconscious mind to take it all in and produce satisfying results. This ability to make choices really means you take control, because you can choose this or that. And because you can choose, you can be choosy. Interesting, isn't it? Being choosy allows for making distinctions. Sometimes you have no choice but to be choosy, when the alternative to being choosy is something you would never choose. When people choose to be choosy, they have a way of knowing what they find acceptable and worthwhile. They notice the difference between quality and mediocrity. What is a waste that goes on your waist, and between what is tasteful and has no taste. What is important and what is trivial? What is enduring and what is temporary? What foods are nutritious and what foods are fattening? After all, Everyone can recognize the difference between a pear and a pastry, a bran muffin and a brownie, a glass of wine and a glass of water, a carrot or a candy, and you do, don't you? Sometimes choosiness changes over time. The things you might have chosen before are not always those you would choose today, because your sense of taste can change now, and some things don't taste as good as they once did, and some things taste better with wisdom, and good taste never goes to waste. When you are choosy about what you read, it is because you care about what you feed your mind. If you are selective about the music you listen to and the kinds of television shows and movies you watch, it's a matter of preference, aesthetics, and personal taste. Maybe it's the way you furnish your house, or the colors you like, or the kind of people with whom you choose to associate that shows you have a sense of quality. What you put into your body really matters because it makes a difference. Just as charity begins at home, finding contentment begins with loving yourself, even loving your body. What car would you rather ride around in? An old, rusty clunker that guzzles gas, oozes oil, moans and groans, stalls out in the fast lane, and can't pass a safety inspection? Or a reliable, sleek sports car? Well, that answer changes, doesn't it? Once you know the sleek sports car can't start. And so we find that what we have is what we need for now as we move towards something else. It's just one more reminder that once you make up your mind, you can do what you set your mind to, without ever minding what your mind thought would be difficult. Forgoing an unhealthy food sometimes really turns out to be a blessing in disguise, because your mind and body begin to mind what you say, and you can finally have your say, while the choosiness makes you more mindful than before. No amount of fattening food is as satisfying as finding increasing delight in those feelings of self-confidence and accomplishment when you choose foods that are healthy and non-fattening. The truth always rings true and resonates throughout the spirit. So when you consider which foods to eat and which foods to avoid, I don't need to tell you that what a transformation occurs when you only eat healthy foods and you feel fed up with fattening foods. Choosiness is a challenge, yet this change is the chance to make healthy choices, while challenging old haphazard habits of not being choosy at all, when choosy is better than chubby. Healthful foods are natural foods. Fresh vegetables, salads, fresh fruits, berries, fruit with the skin still on, lean meats if at all, whole grains if at all, beans and lentils, low-calorie snacks that crunch and satisfy. Consider the tangy, tart sweetness of a strawberry, or a juicy orange as you bite into it and the taste floods your mouth. Choosiness pays off over that overly sweet, sickening taste of artificial or sugar-added foods. Who could possibly resist the satisfying crunch of a crisp cucumber or an apple? Plump, ripe, juicy tomatoes that you could almost eat like an apple in your hand, tangy and almost bursting with a succulent taste that speaks of country roads and farms and warm summer days. Peaches and pears taste like the melodies of springtime. Cooked beans and lentils summon up the warmth of hearth and home. And clear soups and broths, so much better, remind you of staying cozy on a cold day. Nature nurtures through her bounty of nutrition. Trust that your subconscious mind provides you with sufficient inner guidance to shop intelligently, plan your meals carefully, and the choosiness to choose nutritious, healthy foods, such that you are experiencing a glow of delicious, luscious satisfaction as those extra pounds disappear, as the fat dissolves away in the sweet pleasure of honoring and respecting your body's needs in accordance with your glowing passion to feel healthy, to feel better in your body, better at the weight you choose to achieve and maintain. Feeling more and more with every healthy bite the realization that in the past you stopped listening to the wisdom of the body, and you had good reasons for that. And those things served you back then. But as we have been told, there is a time to set aside childish things and become an adult. And who knew becoming an adult could taste so good, so crisp, so luscious, so delicious, so sweet and sour, that adulthood becomes filled with the natural wisdom of the body and the wonderful tastes and experiences of the healthy foods. And it would be curious, even interesting, wouldn't it, to bottle self-awareness, discipline, and tenacity, put them into a pill or a potion that people could just purchase, maybe in a store or by mail or email, so anyone could reduce their portions. Interesting, though, no need to push a pill with such a pull that you automatically enjoy nutritious, healthful, slenderizing foods in a way that astonish you and delight you more and more each time you step away from a healthy meal. I suppose you'll digest all this for a while, about noticing differences, making distinctions, having choices, and how to exercise choice about the foods you eat and about how you move the body and how to slim down to that lasting, favorite, healthy sensation of the ideal weight for you. Making up your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, and not even noticing at first that you are already using this information effectively. And what that means to you while you choose your own conclusions, while you choose your own healthy path. When you weigh the options and consider the choices, you create astonishing results and do so consistently, so that the changes you make are lasting and permanent, as long as they are changes that move you and your body forward. Now, I don't know whether the changes you are making are taking place gradually or quickly, or all at once or incrementally. I only know that you have the capacity to achieve the results you choose, now choosing to be choosy towards health, setting aside the childish lack of choice of the past, of following orders, adopting what you were told, stopping the listening to the wisdom of the body. You now return to that wisdom with increasing choosiness. And I know that as you achieve the results you choose, they do so more and more every day in ways that are positive, pleasant, and healthful for you, even if you can't see the way now. I recommend that each time you listen to this recording, the positive suggestions are more effective and powerful, enhancing your progress. The changes in your thought patterns and behaviors, more productive, more satisfying, as you are increasingly attracted to those low-calorie, low-harm, healthful, nutritious foods. As you find yourself turning away from those extra carbs, from those unnecessary white grains, from those things that taste so bad they need to be filled with sugar and artificial sweeteners. More and more turning away from those as you naturally are more and more attracted to the natural, low-calorie, high-fiber, healthful, crunchy, natural, nutritious foods, the ones that are tasty and slenderizing. Now, in a moment, going to return to your daily activities, which for now might mean in a moment coming back into this room. Although as you listen to this recording, if you are listening at night or in bed, you may wish to go to sleep. You can simply keep on relaxing, moving into a healthy, restorative sleep, scrubbing away the excess on the inside. And if so, I wish you lovely dreams that amplify all positive suggestions. and suggest that you wake up refreshed in the morning. If this is a time for you to drift off to sleep, you can just ignore the following words. For those times you are listening to this recording during the day, just like here and now in the session, you gradually give me your attention because now it's time to become fully alert, finding yourself breathing deeper, shifting, lifting yourself up in energy and in mind, perhaps stretching, taking another deep breath in and out, letting those fingers and toes perhaps wiggle. Wakeful awareness, fully alert now, eyes open, feeling fine.